43 of It's Tea Time, 210, and the topic this week is what's your religion and has that changed or been affected by you being trans or something like that. Anyways, I want to preface this by saying I have a extreme dislike of organized religions in that um, it's not the religion that I hate, it's that people are very sheep-like within religious doctrines and dogmas. I find um, I dislike when people just get all on board with a religion and just listen to whatever their priest, their pastor, their imam, their uh, sorry, I forgot. But yeah, any of those things. Like I don't like just blindly following. I understand faith, but like blindly following somebody else's interpretation, I have a little issues with. As long as you've like looked into your own religion, I really don't have any problem with you, regardless of what that religion may be, whether I agree with it or disagree with it. So I guess my religion is just basically spiritual or spirituality. I don't have a actual religious affiliation. I was raised Christian Scientist, as I mentioned in one of my videos, and I have um, issue with that religion. I had for a really long time. I was really frustrated by it because the way I was taught Christian Science was that if you pray and if you are devout and you believe in God and everything, you don't get sick, you don't have any physical afflictions. Those are all mortal mind or the devil or these bad thoughts, and you need to correct your thinking and line yourself up with God. And if you were to do so, you are healed of anything and everything. So my problem is me. There's nothing that their religion can offer as far as healing me. I've tried, believe me, but nothing's happened. It's not like I woke up one day and I was all of a sudden male. And it's not like I woke up one day and I all of a sudden didn't have these thoughts and didn't have this disconnect with my head and my body. So, um, because I was raised Christian Scientist, I did read the Bible. I do currently read the Bible. I know quite a bit about a lot of the stories in it. Not all of them. I haven't read the whole thing cover to cover, but I have read a considerable amount of it, and I am pretty familiar with many of the passages. And I like it. I think it's a really pretty book. I really like the language used in it. The only thing I dislike about the Bible and its roots with Christianity is the fact that people tend to focus on a couple passages or a couple of books of the Bible and they don't embrace the entire thing. They get bogged down on these little particular rules or these little particular cultural ideas, and they forget the larger message, which I think is about Jesus and love. Anyways, getting a little off topic there. The Quran I have read bits of. I do have a copy that's both Arabic and English, and I'm really interested in it. I've been very interested in Islam, um, just off and on. It's a very powerful, rapidly growing religion. So I have looked into that. I've also studied Hinduism and Buddhism in school. I've read some of the different writings for each. Um, I also have studied on my own time Wicca, and I've been reading about shamanism. If you're interested, I have a couple videos about what I've been reading about and pondering its relation to me being trans and that type of stuff on my channel, my personal channel, so check it out. Um, but yeah, personally, what I believe is more of that there is this concept, this energy, this force of nature, this thing out there that by and large makes things happen. Whether you want to think of it as God or Allah or a higher power or Mother Earth or however you want to think about it, if you just want to think about it like energy, like scientific quantum mechanic type stuff, there is this idea or this concept that everything sort of follows in this life, and that's what I believe in. Um, I believe in the goodness of man. I don't believe in original sin or that idea. Um, and I find it absolutely ridiculous that religion divides us, and I think it should bring us together. I think that's what religion's original purpose was. I think that if you go and look into the various religions we have over the world, you'll find that they pretty much all are talking about very similar or the same things. They pretty much all talk about like being a good person and not killing and not murdering and not stealing and these types of things. How to interact in society in a good, positive way, how to be a better person, how to give back to the poor, to pray. Very similar concepts. I think the biggest difference with religions, and you guys might think I'm going a little off on a tangent, is that we just have different cultural practices. The way I worship God is not the way you worship God, and you might not even use the word God. So I think being trans has taught me more of a tolerance for people, to not just systematically judge and put people in a box or think that I understand something that I don't know anything about, that I'm ignorant about. So it just makes me want to learn more. I personally think that there's no reason for Christians and Muslims and Jews to be at war with one another. Personally, I think they all worship the exact same God. They all purportedly worship Abraham's God. Um, so they're all talking to the same guy. They're using a different language. They've got a different way of praying. They've got different rules and regulations, but they're all praying the same God. They're all following very similar tenets. Um, so I don't see a difference. Yeah. So that's all I wanted to say, is that I think religion is a very powerful and important thing, and I think that we should use it to bring us together and to be stronger instead of letting it rip people apart and to be this conversation that you don't really want to have. Religion's all about love and having faith that there's something larger than you out there that sort of got a goal or sort of running things in a certain way. And it's a really good thing to have. I think without my spirituality, without my sense, it would be a lot harder to get through the tough times and to enjoy the good times. So yeah, I've rambled a little bit. I've gotten a little off topic, but that's what I wanted to say about religion and my religion. And like I said, being trans hasn't really affected it, other than I'm less quick to judge religions, and that I didn't have a good time in Christian Science when I was younger because they were like two opposites. Yeah, so that's all I've got to say. Take care, guys. Peace. Have a good one.